Hi, it's Janeta. Welcome to my channel, Zazaline. And in today's tutorial, we are working on this utility bag. It could be utility makeup bag, toiletery bag, whatever you want to call it. It has 8 pockets. So let's start with the pockets on the outside. So first of all, we have a nice slip pocket here. And then we have a nice lined pocket, zipper pocket right here. I kept the bag clean, so we have nothing in the bag. But when we open it up, we have lots of pockets inside. So this is how it looks on the side, front, bottom. It's quite wide, and the top. So you can find this pattern on zazalinestudio.com. Let's just go inside and see how it looks inside. So it has a nice big opening, nice wide opening, so you can see everything. So we have 1, 2, 3 pockets here, and 1, 2, 3 pockets here. So 6 pockets on the inside and 2 pockets on the outside. And we have a nice side wing, so nothing is gonna come out. What I like, that when you open it up, it has a nice wide opening and you can see everything. So for today's project, you will need the actual pattern, straps. The straps you can make yourself. They don't have to be pre-made. Then we need one longer zipper and one shorter zipper. So first we are going to work on the zipper, and we are going to need panel E. So it is the front zipper pocket, and we will need the actual exterior piece and the lining and a small zipper. So we don't actually need the zipper pull, so let's get rid of it. We will add it on later. And so now we are gonna look at the zipper the right way, and we will place it down. So good sides facing each other. Clip it in place. Now we are going to take the lining, and the good side of the lining goes down. So again, good sides facing each other. And then clip it in place. We will take it to the sewing machine, and you are going to do 1 centimeter on the top. Okay, now when we are done, we will expose the zipper. So we will put these 2 panels together, and you can iron it if you want. I can't because I have my vinyl fox leather, and we will press down with fingers if you can't iron it, and we will take it back to the sewing machine, and we are gonna top stitch. Okay, so once you are done top stitching, we are gonna take the exterior panel, and we will bring it up, and just make sure that the sides are lined up. Line up the top edge, the sides, then we will flip it over. We are going to take the lining, and we will do the same. We will bring it up towards the zipper, and we will line up the top and the sides. And again, we are going to go back to the machine, and we are going to do 1 centimeter seam allowance. Okay, so now once you are done, we will open the zipper. We will put the lining on the other side, and that way we can do top stitching on this side. So we did already the bottom, now we are gonna do the top. Okay, so now once we have both sides done, we have the lining on the other side. Now we are gonna take the zipper pull again, and we will place the zipper. So you insert a little on each side. Okay, so once your zipper pull is in, you want to go almost to the end. And now we are gonna position it. So we have about a ½ inch from the top. We will clip the sides. And now we are gonna take it to the machine and we are just gonna secure both sides. Okay, and so we have a pocket. So if you have anything uneven on one side, like I do here, I will trim it, make it look a little nicer. This side is pretty okay. Good, so we have a nice lined pocket and we will put it on the side. Okay, so now we are gonna bring in panel A, and so we need 2 exterior panels. We are also gonna bring in the strap, and you can make your own. I just really like the combination of the green and brown. So we are gonna put all this together. So this is gonna be a double pocket. So it's gonna be a slip pocket and a zipper pocket. Now we are gonna place it in the middle, and if you want you can make a little mark. I'm just gonna pinch it so I can see it's right here. I'm just gonna put my clip in there. Now let's see if I have a little mark here. So let's put it right here. Okay, so this should be my middle. And just to be sure, you can measure from both sides. I will just wing it. I think it looks fine. Now I'm gonna take my strap and I'm gonna place the strap on top. Before I do anything, I don't know if you can see these little sprays. So whenever I'm working with elastic or straps, I like to seal the edges. So you just go a little bit over the end with a little bit of fire. And you can see how the little pieces melt. Make sure you don't burn the house down. I'm gonna do my other one. Okay, all nice and sealed. So just to make sure, we will measure, and it is 2 inches from each side. So that's good. We just want to make sure it's equal distance. Now we are gonna take the strap and we are gonna place just the end of the strap. So we will overlap the stitching. And you can overlap by about 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch. And then we will clip it in place. And the same thing on this side. Make sure your zipper pull is not in a way. And the same, we will just clip it in. And now what we are gonna do, make sure it's all nice and straight. So I will clip it on the top too, so it doesn't move. Make sure it's nice and straight. And now we are gonna take it to the machine and we are gonna, so first of all, we will start here. So we will start a little bit above, we will go down and we will do a rectangle. So we want to go like this on both sides. We want to we want to attach the strap. We don't want to go all the way up because we need space for the zipper. So you are gonna stop a little bit higher above this pocket. Okay, so once we are done, we are gonna do the same thing on the other panel. Except on the other panel, I didn't create any pockets, so we just will add the strap the same way as we did this front panel. Okay, so once we have both front and back panel done, we are going to introduce new panel, and that's C. So C is cut on fold. Okay, so it's gonna be, I made it on fold so it's easier for you to cut it and you will have both sides the same. So don't forget, it's gonna be the double the side. And now we are gonna take, it doesn't matter which one you take first, let's take the front panel, and we are gonna place it good sides together. And we will clip the bottom, and it should line up very nicely if you cut the pieces right. And we are going to take it to the sewing machine, and we are going to do 1 centimeter on the bottom. Okay, so once we are done with this side, we are going to take the other one and we will do the same thing. We are going to place them together, so good sides together. And we will clip them in place. Take it back to the machine, and we are gonna do 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so this is what we should have so far. Now we are gonna top stitch right here. So just stretch it out a little bit, and we are gonna top stitch right here and top stitch right there. So on both sides. Okay, so now once we are done, once we are at this stage, we are gonna bring panel B. And the panel B is aligning and interfacing. So I made one big interfacing. This is how I designed it. So we don't have to have lots of little pieces and then, sew them together. We will just have one large piece that we are gonna interface at the very end. So this should fit nicely. And now we are just gonna iron it on. If you have vinyl, be careful, don't put too much heat. Okay, so once you are done attaching the interfacing in the back, we can put this piece on a side. And now we are gonna work on the gusset. So it calls for 2 external, 2 linings, and 2 interfacing. I am not gonna do interfacing because my fabric is quite stiff. This is linen, it's not just a regular, this is cotton, so you can see how flimsy it is. This is linen and it's a little bit more stiff. So I have two pieces of external, two pieces of lining, and you want to cut them on fold, so they are gonna be twice as big. So now we are gonna grab the zipper. We will take one exterior and one lining. We will put the other two on the side, and we are gonna work on the gusset. So what we want to do is have the fabric right side up. We will place the zipper right side down, and we are gonna place the lining good side down, so the right side down. And now we are gonna clip them in place. We will align the top edges. We will take it to the machine, and we are gonna do 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch from the upper edge. Okay, so once you are done, you will open it up. Again, we will expose the zipper. And you want to make sure you have the zipper on the good side. Unless you have it as a zipper as a tape, then you can, you still have to have it the right side up. And now let's press it down. You can iron it down, and we will top stitch right here. And we are also gonna attach this side. So we want to attach the lining and the exterior fabric together. So we are gonna top stitch here, but then we are also gonna attach both pieces, and we are gonna do only 3/8, not 3/8, 1/8 of an inch, which is few millimeters on the bottom. Okay, so once we have this side, so we top stitched, and we also attach the two pieces together. Okay, now we are gonna do the other side. So we are gonna take the other external panel, and we will place it on top edge. So we are looking at it like this. We have the zipper on the top, and we are gonna line up the sides, so they should be the same. So we have the same starting point, and let's clip it in place. And then we will flip it the other way, where we have the lining, and we are gonna place the lining, and it's gonna be again the good side down. And as before, we will line up the edges, and we will take it back to the machine, and we are gonna do 1 centimeter, or you can try to get as close to the zipper. Usually it's about 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so this is what we should have. So on the outside we have the external panel, and on the inside we have the lining. And we attached both sides. We did top stitch alongside the zipper. Now we can make the, because the zipper is too long, so let's make it nice and even. Okay, so once we are done, we will put this on the side, and we are gonna introduce new panel, which is F, and that's gonna be the side wings, and we need 2 of those. We will fold it in half. So you want to have kind of a triangle. Let's do both sides. And we are gonna take it to the machine, and we are gonna stitch on all 3 sides. So once you have them like this, you want all 3 sides. Now we are gonna fold them in half. If you want, you can press them down with iron or just finger press. And then we are gonna take it to the machine and we are just gonna do the very edge and we are gonna go across on both sides. So when we open them up, they should look like this. And so let's put these on the side. And now we are gonna bring G. So this is the inside pockets and we need 2 and we need 2 linings. So don't forget they are cut on fold. So they are twice as big. And so now what we are gonna do, we will put them the right sides together. And we are gonna sew all around, except we are gonna leave a little space open. So now when we are done with both of these, so we just did the 3 sides and we left little opening on both. Now we are gonna cut the corners and just make sure you don't go in the stitching. So you still want to be a little bit off the stitching, about there. And we will do that on all 4 corners. Okay, and we will turn it inside out. So I'm using my stick. You can take a chopstick. I think everybody has a chopstick at home. And then you just want to get in the corners. You want to make sure they are nice and sharp. So once we are done, you iron it and it kind of helps you to close down the space. And we will put this on the side. We will bring back the B panel because we had interfacing, which we used. Now we have lining. And don't forget, it's cut on fold. So it's gonna be twice as big. And we are gonna add the pockets. So we will have 1 pocket on each side. So I have already made 1 pocket so you can see how it's gonna look like. So we are gonna actually have 3 smaller pockets and we are gonna put them where the notches are. So this is the cutouts and we are gonna go right there and then we will attach it right here. So we will do 3 sides and then once we attach it you will see that we have 1 pocket, 2nd pocket, 3rd pocket. Then we are gonna go right in between these 2 and so it's gonna create 3 smaller pockets. So let's get this one and we will try to do exactly the same as we did on here. So we want the hole, the opening, to be on the bottom. So on the top we have the nice clean edge. Now we are gonna need the ruler and we need 3 inches here, 3 inches from the edge. You will fold it, clip it. Now we will need 2 inches from the edge. And clip it. Now we will do the same thing on the other side. So we will need 3 inches from that side. Clip it. And then we need 2 inches. And we will clip it. Okay, so now we have 4 lines that we need to sew. So we are gonna go to the machine and we are gonna do 4 individual lines, and that's these little peaks. So you should have 4 lines, and now we are gonna put this together. So again, we have the opening on the bottom, and we are gonna, let me just zoom in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. So you will take both of them and you will place them together. So you will fold them in, and you should have a nice fold like this. So try to fold it in the middle. And then we will do the same thing with these two. And again, fold it so you have a nice equal fold on both sides. Okay, and now we are just gonna clip the top for security. And we are gonna go back to the sewing machine and we are just gonna go over the bottom part. And again, this is where we have the opening. This is the top. We are not gonna do anything on the top, just on the bottom. And we are gonna go from here to here. Okay, and so we just created 3 pockets. So now we are gonna take the lining and let's take one of them. Let's do this one. This one is clipped, and we are gonna secure it. So we are gonna go where the line is. So the notches, the cutouts are here, and we are gonna start about the same. Make sure they are kind of in between. I think they should be about an inch, a little bit over inch, but they are equal on both sides. We are gonna take our pins and we will pin it in place. Okay, now we are gonna take it to the machine and we are gonna go first on these 3 sides. When you are up here, you want to backstitch, and then when we are done the 3 sides, we are gonna go in between and we are gonna sew in between. So then you will have to open it up and start here and just go straight up. Okay, so there we go. We have 3 cute little pockets. And so we are gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we will flip it upside down and we are gonna secure this one in the same way. Okay, so this is how it should look like. So we have the pockets on both sides. So they should go from the top on both sides. And so once we have this done, we are gonna put all the things together. Okay, so now once we have the lining done, we can put that on a side because we still have to do a few things in here. So we are gonna take our side wings and the zipper. Okay, so we are gonna attach the wings to the zipper. So we are gonna take the almost looks like a butterfly. Anyways, so the peak is up. We are gonna place it in. So this side should match up, and we will clip it in place, and then we are gonna clip the side, and we will clip the side. We will do the same thing. So make sure that this peak is up, okay? And the white part is away from the edge. No. Okay, so once you have both sides, you're gonna go to the sewing machine and you are gonna sew on all 3 sides. Okay, so now when this is done, we can put this on the side and we are gonna attach the tabs. And this one's gonna be extending a little bit too. And let's just make sure that they are at the same spot. Yes, they are. Okay, good, good. So now I'll take it to the machine and I'm just gonna attach the tabs. Okay, so the tabs are in. And now we can start putting the pieces together. Okay, so we should have all these pieces. We should have the lining done with the pockets, we have the zipper, and we have the front and back panel. So now we are gonna look at the main panel, and it's the good side up. We will take the zipper, and we are gonna look at the wrong side up. So the good sides are facing each other. Usually that's the general rule, that good sides are facing each other. Now we are gonna clip it in place. Now we are gonna do the same on this side. So we are gonna line it up, clip it in place. And then we will take, we can clip this so it's out of the way. We are gonna take the lining, and the lining is gonna go the good side down. Again, the good sides are facing each other. And we will also clip this in place. And it should all line up nicely. And we are gonna take it to the sewing machine and we are gonna stitch right here. Okay, so now once you have the sides done, we are gonna open up the zipper. So once you open up the zipper, so now we are gonna mark the midline. So let's put these corners together, pull out the zipper, and let's do a little snippy, just a tiny little one, or you can mark it with your pen. Then we will do the same for the actual panel. So after you find the midline, which I have right here, we are gonna start on the side here. So we want to put these two, you see this cutout? We want to put these pieces together. So and they should come at the same spot. And we will pin it in place. And let's take out the zipper side. Okay, Now we are gonna do the other side. So again, you have this cutout. So we have to put these two places, these two pieces together. And then we are gonna take the upper gusset. I'm struggling with my zipper a little bit. Okay. And now let's go up and we will clip it in place. We'll go all around. Usually when I'm working with curves, I do little snips, but this is not such a big, sharp curve. So I think we will be okay. Oh, I forgot. The handle has to be under. Okay, so the handle is here. Okay, so now we are gonna take it to the machine and we are gonna do 1 centimeter all around from end to end. Okay, so this is what should be done. So we started on this side, we went all around, we have the handles down, and there is the lining. So the lining we are gonna place on top. So you will notice that there is a little excess of lining. So once you go all around, there, if this is a little bit more, let me just do a little close up, you just fold the fabric, the lining, towards here and then clip it in place. The same thing on the other side. You have a little bit more fabric left over. What you are gonna do, you will fold it and place it on top here. And then we are gonna go and 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch, we are gonna do seam allowance. Okay, so once you are done on this side, we are gonna put the lining on the other side and we will take the other part of the zipper. So the same thing, we are gonna find the midline and we are gonna attach it here. You want to make sure the handle is down. Okay, so once we have this clipped in and ready to go, we will do 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, and again we will go from side to side and then we are gonna add the lining. So once this is in place, we are gonna attach the lining just like we did before. And again, I just want to mention there is a fold, and if there is fabric left over the lining, you just fold it and pull it over and clip it. So everything is clipped in. Now, the only exception of the other part that we just did, we are gonna leave this opening because we are gonna put the whole bag through this hole. So make sure you do the curves. The curves should be done. But then as you come to the straight line here, you keep it open. Okay, so now we should end up with this weird shape, and we will pull the whole bag through this opening. Hopefully you didn't forget and you left a piece open. And so let's just put the head in and pull everything out. Okay, so after you flip the bag inside out, there is one last thing, and that's the opening. So you will need to do it blind stitch with your needle. Unfortunately, it would be very difficult and it wouldn't look nice if we did it on the sewing machine. So let's just thread the needle and close this gap.